Hello gamers, and so today we're going to continue to play our max aggression playthrough, as you'll notice here. Last time we left off, we were just starting to get into Jupiter and into getting nickel done and all of that. So we're going to, at this point, I have power set up, I have this feeding, I can't do anything about that coolant. This needs to let the... Why are you doing that? That's odd. I don't know why that's happening. Probably the yeah, I don't know why that was happening. I know that there was that glitch last time where I had built that and that happened. So let's do that. So we need to get these built up a little bit. We are dealing with machine limit, so I need to be vaguely careful about that. And are we going to be able to... I didn't want to upgrade to nickel ingot because I didn't know how that was going to be dealt with. So do I have a station? I have an oil station, but that's a lot of machines. I don't need all that. I think I'm just going to build one from scratch because I don't have one that's small enough. So let's do that. We're going to pause time so I can do my build. I'm going to do that. I need to put a tank in here because otherwise the liquid won't be pulled out of the hub. And then I need to figure out how I want to do... I probably only want like 4 refineries. 4 is still going to pull more than this, so maybe I'll start with 2 and then decide where to go from there. So I might make 4 and just turn off 2. So I want there. Could I take it in one? I could take it in one. Let's take it in one. Just save myself a little bit of room on the platform. So if I go to like here and here, I could... This is where that need for symmetry comes in and causes me problems. I'm going to build 4 for now. This is also why you pause while you are building, because otherwise that would be built and I'd have to unbuild it and rebuild it, and that would be annoying. So that's all I'm going to need for now. I'm going to actually stub out 1 to remind me that I can build under here. I'm going to... I can't build coolant, and I need to unlock fuel refining. So let's see what that's going to cost. Oof, that's a long build up to that. Let's research that. Let's research that. Can I get it without it? That's not too bad. I'm going to save that for now. I still have plenty of coal that I'm not using, so I'm going to avoid that for now. I did have... yeah, I have my research going here, and that's not a bad speed. And that's now requesting iron copper composite. Thankfully I was going to build to that anyway because I'm going to need some type of armor. That's 32k though. Wow. I'm going to X that for now. And I can't do anything about that. I should probably start working on these iron shells for here. So let's do that. If I remember correctly, it just requires iron modules, steel from iron, ammo. What do I have it under? I may not actually have a base level iron shell blueprint because I almost never just make them. Nope. So let's just grab my handy dandy test bed. I'm going to make a copy, test bed, iron shell, and then I'm going to check this out. And so I'm pretty sure that iron shells are just, I think they're 1 per second, and I don't think that they require anything special. Yeah, 1 per second, it just requires iron ingot. Can I put 2 here? Not without causing problems. I think that's probably still worth it though. So we're going to do this, and then, because I'm going to want probably at least 2 storage on the other end anyway. And then I can do this, and this, and also do this, so that this will drain into this one, and this one will fill it first. Actually, I could still take that off. I don't know why I did that. So let's do copy to selected storage, because I can just do that and then do this, because those are definitely going to transport faster than that's going to be able to make it copy selected. So this is fine. So I'm going to copy, hit Control C, hit Control S, and iron shell. But I was a derp and didn't make sure that it worked. Yeah, it works fine. Yeah, it doesn't make too much. This is definitely outputting faster than that needs. And this is just to give me a little bit more storage. Remove. No, I want to edit. I want to delete the cell, and I want to hit save. So let's grab my module menu, iron shell, and I should actually be in the right system. Oh, this is the right system. It's just got copper on top of it too. Let's do iron shell. I could just do that. Just do that. What are we at? 68. We're still doing okay. We still have a decent safety margin. So I'm going to speed that up. That's going to make a bunch of iron shell. This makes 1 a second. How many did they want? 0.25. Okay, so I'm going to plop down a... Let me grab my trade array. Drop that. Do iron shell. Copy to all storage. And push down to iron shell. And now we're going to grab the iron shell. And we're going to do this. No, that's my fault. Delete. I need to wait for this to get built before I can make the route. So I'll probably have to make, I don't really want to make more iron shell than I absolutely have to, because I don't want to actually make iron shell to use in combat. I'm definitely going to want to be up to steel shell before I even remotely get too close to a combat situation. So that's working. It actually works pretty quick. So I absolutely didn't need this. What I can do to counter that is I don't want more steel shell than I need, so I'm just going to delete that, and I'll funnel this somewhere else to make steel shell instead of the iron shell. So that's going to fill up. That's going to give us something. I'm not sure what. I have enough copper ingot that I'm going to drag over here and get that starting to fill up. I need to check my miner. How's my miner doing? Miner. He is auto mining not very well. Oh, it's because the route disappeared, because the route disappears every time the asteroid changes. So I'm going to need to do that. I know the route already exists. That's why isn't he mining then? There he goes. Okay. We'll speed up time in a minute, but I want to see. Oh, I can get this plastic plate, this working, because this isn't plastic. Let's just make... Oh, and I need to get batteries on this. That's my bad. battery. Eventually I'll be able to run this off of its own fuel, but that's not going to happen right this second. One of the things that I do have found that is very useful to me is to take the pipe down and back up so that I don't get like weird cross-feeding issues into tanks. Because if tanks are right here, they all like fill equally and then I have like a weird fluctuations. Is that actually a big problem? Probably not, but it bothers me, so we're just gonna avoid it. These need to be fuel. Copy to selected. I probably could just do copy to all, but that's fine. I'm going to kick you over to oil. I'm going to kick you over to oil, and I'm going to get that going. Oh, because I didn't draw the pipe, you derp. There we go. Okay, so I'm still getting it a little bit, but that's fine. So now I have fuel. I can get this transferred over here. And I'm gonna because I am trying to save room, I'm going to build a fabricator. Pretty sure this makes 1 a second. 1, so that'll have plenty of throughput there. I do need to take this line up so I do not cross this line. I'm just going to do that. And then I'm going to I really want more than one storage here, so I'm going to use X to nudge that ship to the side. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this. This is a bit convoluted, but I am fine with that right now. Now I need to actually draw it from the machine, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to put plastic plate in here. Copy to selected storage, and then I am going to need an input for the trade ship down. Or the trade hub down. There's just no way to get around that. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to set this to plastic plate down. Okay. So there it goes. And this one's plastic plate 2. So after this gets satisfied to some extent, I will have this go over. I'm going to do a little thing that's going to make my life somewhat better, is I'm not going to let this be tradable so that it doesn't drag this away and then mess with my satisfaction. We are definitely getting to stuff that I cannot satisfy, so let's see what these next 2 requests are before I start researching or doing anything weird. Iron ingot, that's easy enough. Plastic plate. This is still feeding in. Yeah, we're now just starting to get plastic plates from there, so I'm going to do this, And hopefully that'll... Circuits I can do, actually. This is my one gripe about how research is done, is that when you actually are like fighting stuff and don't have unlimited star systems, your playthrough is very dependent on how random this request is. Because if this thing is requesting is like the coolant problem, like I don't have access to coolant right now, so, and I don't have access to water, so I'm just up shit creek. Like there's nothing I can do about this request. Let's grab... Why can't I find my circuit? Module, circuit T1. Oh, that's fine. Build. Oh, I don't have the T2 storages. So I'm going to hit copy and hit circuit T1 small and delete these. I was just using those for a later part of my game, but I can easily do something like edit. So these are easy. I'm just going to remove them real quick before. That's just easy enough to do. I might probably going to have to go out like that a little bit to get the storage that I want. So let's do this, and let's do circuit, copy to storage, and then this is the plastic plate. I'm not going to move the bottom, so I know kind of like the bound. I think I'm just going to do this. This isn't super efficient, but I'm not fighting cell count at the moment, and later in the game I can use better, more efficient things. So let's just delete this, and let's just do this. This needs to be copper ingot, copy, and this needs to be plastic plate. I might tie in the existing plastic to this, but I'm not quite sure yet how I want to feel or how I feel about that. So let's delete all the extra cells in here that I don't need, and hit save and hit build. So I could, because I have plenty of oil, make the plastic in here and just build another plastic, or just tie this in. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. That does mean I'm gonna have to go in here and hit copy, and I'm just gonna copy it directly and delete these and hit save and hit build, and just kind of nestle it in here. Obviously this playthrough is going to require like lots of innovations. I can't really future-proof stuff at the moment. I need to research circuit. Hopefully that's not too bad, because if it is, I might have problems. Oof. I can get it. Okay. I think at this moment I'm also going to get this, because that'll give me 2 more researches. I need to drag the copper from there up to here, so I need to do, I have it going to the planet. Let's do, I'm going to do the bottom route as a higher batch so that it finishes this request first. I probably need another trade ship. It looks like I'm struggling to meet trade orders in a timely fashion, so I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab my... Actually, what I should really do is grab this and make it into a blueprint. So you can right click on the thing, hit manage, and hit save as blueprint. Trader Mark 1. Do I already have that blueprinted? thought that they didn't have the containers. Nope, I super do. I am just wrong. So let's actually do it in the thing that can build it. So build you, and I'm just going to build 2 of these real quick because I don't like having to struggle for trade ship deliveries. So I'm going to hit auto logic and hit trade routes, and I'm going to hit auto logic trade routes. So yeah, see, there it goes. So oh, this takes a lot more iron shells than I thought it was gonna. Yeah, see, the asteroid disappeared. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now that that trade route is done, I can come in here and do this. Are you seriously requesting nickel? And we're going to trade the circuits down because I'm getting those. So let's see how that goes. And they're requesting circuits, so this is not doing too bad for me. Although I really do need the research because I'm really hedging up to the other thing. I do have this compositor, or I do need to give them this composite. I'm going to build a really basic compositor because I'm going to direct it up here because I really don't need a lot of composite, and question is, how am I going to get that up there? Sometimes it is simpler to make something in a different sector than where it comes up, because somehow I either have to get this up here, and I can't do that with a trade ship, or I have to put in like a transportation, or I have to run like a big line or whatever. So this gets kind of dicey when you have to start moving stuff. And oftentimes it's easier to just build the thing in a different sector and just deal with it with a trade ship. So that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a station on Earth. Actually, I can just do it here so it has power. So I'm going to do oh, that feels so counterintuitive. Oh. And if machine count was an issue, this wouldn't be a problem because I would just build another trade hub and another extractor and just have it up there because I'm not ticking down on this stuff. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it on Venus because I think right now with my butting up against the machine limit I think it is just better for me in the long term to not think about that and just avoid that problem right this second. We need to get 2 things into this compositor, so I'm just going to do that. And do this. So it needs iron and copper. So iron and copper. Now I need to set a trade route for that. Iron. Containers need to be built before you can make the route. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to drag over to here. And that's fine. And then I need to grab the copper and do the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to take this out for now because I actually need this to build up so it can actually be transported. I might need to change the trade route to like 40 and then change the trade route for the iron to 40 just to make sure that it gets filled up a little bit better. Okay, so now I have the composite, so I need to run that composite down to the planet and get this filled out. That's going to take a while, 50 at a time. Kinetic and laser. So I might have to fight yellow with that as the armor. I might try to pick a fight with yellow and see if fighting them off of these planets actually starts a war, or if they're just like, okay, you can have it. I just don't know yet. What I'm also going to do is build a this is why you pause, why you build, so that you don't have that happening. I really should have had that one lower. So I'm going to do this, and I didn't mean to delete the floor. That'll let me build ships with it after I get this. That's a request I can fill. Except for, oh, it's because I need to research the ingots. Damn it. Okay. Circuits, how are we doing on circuits? This is somewhat down, this is somewhat down. I probably need to set a priority for this to slightly be higher so that it does this one first. Having copper problems, which, you know, isn't not understandable, given that I don't actually have a real copper mine. I'm just going to let this run for a minute. I don't think there's much I can do other than wait for this to tick down. Get more memory from Mars. Everyone wants circuits. Iron nickel. Well, I'm glad you hate me. Let's see what the other ones turn into. Everyone wants circuits. So I'm just gonna let this run for a little bit. Might be time to build another miner. And maybe another trader. Oh, it's because I don't have any more requests for that, so I'm going to drag this over and get it into the build position for my little robot shipyard. At this point, I'm just waiting on So let's grab, or let's make a new ship. Let's call it Gunboat, because I now have to make a gunboat out of a railgun, a singular railgun. And so I could just, this might not be enough ammo. It's 8 shots per thing, so I think that might be fine. Well, we can try it out, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I can do that. Oh, I need to actually put down a floor. I should really be building this floor out of something, out of the iron copper. Really? Does it just not look different? Oh, it just doesn't look different. Okay. That's definitely not the size of that I wanted. That might be enough, to be honest. I'm going to have to add quite a few layers of armor onto... Oh, I need to put batteries on this somewhere. Wah wah. So let's... 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is probably overkill on batteries, but once again, I can guess and test and retest this out, so there is no reason to not just try it and see what happens. This is definitely going to need more than one layer of armor, but I'm mostly doing this so that I get a sense of how the outer shape of the ship is going to be. I am legitimately poking superpower. I'm Haiti attacking the United States right now. This is going to be hilarious and probably upsetting, but we're going to give it a go because realistically we don't have a choice. We are going to have to start expanding soon or we're not going to be able to do anything useful. I'm just going to add armor to this. We're going to blitz, we're going to Iron Curtain Russia holding back the Blitzkrieg. We're just going to make the ships tough as nails and just kind of hope that we survive for long enough to do something useful. This is the most janky nonsense ship that I've ever made in this game. realistically, this should really come out. I'm going to do that and give it a little bit more armor because I feel like having a little bit more armor on that corner is probably going to be helpful. I get hit a lot on the front corners for a bunch of reasons. We're just going to save that now. We're not going to actually build it yet. I just wanted to do that while I was waiting on stuff to be delivered. So let's see how we're doing on circuits. Not horrible. I feel like I want to, but I don't think that this is going to be a good option because the increase isn't that significant, and that's a not insignificant amount of research. Maybe I'll do it. I don't even think that maybe once is worth the 32K. They want steel shell. That's fine. I'm going to be making a bunch of that anyway. I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did here and just piping it in all from a different system because it is easier to use a trader to get it in than it is to route it around a station. Although the one exception is that trader's right there, so that's not, I could just tack on. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. I think that's going to be my best bet. I do need to go into the blueprints trader and figure out exactly how to make steel shell. I can't remember if it uses, let me delete these, remove. I know I need steel shell. I actually do need the nickel ingot, so edit. Because I am going to be fighting with the steel shell a lot, I'm going to invest a little bit more heavily in steel shell. Yeah, I need to go into my test bed, put it in, and then change those. Steel shell. Let's do that. Let's paste in my steel shell. Why can I not find, like, I don't understand. Sometimes this menu doesn't do what I want, and I don't always know why. Steel, like, I know that I have the blueprint for it, so I don't know why this is causing me such a problem. Steel shell. So I don't know why that's not showing up for me. Maybe it's because it's called steel shell. Edit, rename, testbed, shell. Does that fix the problem? Steel, no, it doesn't. Why is this not happening? Resource filter. Probably because I don't have, maybe it's because I don't have the Steel shell. Okay. Copy. Steel shell small. I'll just copy it in here. It's fine. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to delete these and do 1, 2, 3. That actually works because I am going to want some amount of. Let's just do this. That's fine. We'll do this. We'll do this. And we'll do this. This needs iron ingot, so let's change that over. This needs iron nickel, or nickel ingot, so we'll copy that over, and this makes steel shell. Steel shell, copy to storage. I'm going to delete this, and that's ugly as sin, but we're gonna, oh, I need to get that too. This is super ugly, but it's gonna work for what I need it to be right this second. No, I do not. I want to build it. Rut-row. Somebody made a mistake in their blueprint because they forgot that they were building it here. So let's go in and hit edit. And remove these two. And do... I need the stamper to go to... I need these in reverse. I need the stamper to go to... This is going to make nickel, which is a 1 second. Nickel, which is a 1 second, and then this is a 1 second. So this will work in line. I will need to pump in the steel, but that's fine. Build. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's come up from the trade hub. And that'll be good. That'll let me build up a decent stock of steel shells. While also keeping my part down low. I need to unlock the research for nickel, which I'm currently doing, so that's fine. I just need to wait on time. What's our part limit like? 78 of gunboat. Build. I'm just going to make everything out of the copper. And we're going to just tell you that we're just going to build like 3 or 4 of these. I need to go look. Actually, one of the things that I found very useful is once you build a ship, you can, out of the correct materials, you can save this as a blueprint, and then you don't have to constantly select the new material. So I can go into here, go to design, go into manage and say save as new blueprint, gunboat mark 1A. And then I'll go in and delete the other gunboat because I placed that iron down and I didn't particularly want to. So yeah, 1A, build. I do wish that there was a way to queue up a bunch of with like holding down shift and then being able to build multiple ships at once would be very nice. Build. So we're going to build those for now. I'm going to slow down time a little bit while I do this. I'm going to look at the installations. So this only has 3 turrets. It all has the same type of armor I have. So it'll be a slugfest, but I think we'll be fine. Same thing with this one. And same thing with this one. The real question is, if I start a fight with them, am I going to have to fight them basically forever? Or are they going to let me push them out of the system without it being a big deal? I'll save right before I do that so that I can give that a test. But first we need to... I also probably messed up. No, I put the right thing there. Steel shell. 5 times 8 is 40 shots, which I feel like is fine, because either it'll be dead with if all these ships are hitting it at 40, or I will be dead. I don't think there's going to be much in between there. So let's let that run. I need to... So this isn't obtainable right now. This iron nickel is right here, and that's like 3 very expensive upgrades into it. The coolant I can't do. These circuits I can do. So let's grab circuits over. Oh, there's already a trade route, and they're maybe just doing it slowly. Oh, I think it's trying to upgrade this one first, which is fine. Yeah, here. And did my copper trader stop working again? No, asteroid's still going, looks like. Maybe I'm just out of traders, or I don't have enough traders doing everything. Probably because I'm building this and it's constantly having to go back and grab more. There it goes. Let's get that steel shell dropped into there. Is that plastic or steel plate? Okay, that's also going to be a while. Okay. I will need to make sure that the enemy is in this front arc, because this back arc is definitely much weaker than the front arc. I do wonder if I'm making the right choice by not putting tanks and energy generators in here, but I think that just adds the machine count to go up. I do have nickel ingot now, don't I? Yeah, so we're going to do that. And we're going to do the other one. So nickel ingot goes here too. And nickel ingot goes there too. So is that plastic? That's steel again. I'm very forgetful if you can't tell. And then what mechanical parts one. I think I can, oh, I need steel, but that's not a huge upgrade. But also I'm very much needing to stick to whatever will upgrade my my research. 800's not bad. I don't need the tanks yet, though. That's too expensive. That's far too expensive. That needs titanium, so it's not worth upgrading. This needs gold, which I don't have access to. Missile turrets are very similar to railguns up until you get to the upper levels, so I could, but I can only have one turret on a ship right now because of this this research. So I think I might pick this up. Just give myself a little bit more room on the storage containers. Hopefully then whatever these two give me isn't too hard for me to give them. Can't do that one because I don't have access to silicon. And this is not going to ever feed into here because this is too much for that. So fortunately I've now boxed myself in here because I am good at this. I could run it through there because I am special like that. I am getting the right thing, so that did actually work. It's ugly, but you know. In an ideal world, I would fill out the rest of this machines with combat ships and fully stock them and then attack so that I have like a really, really, really large force to kind of like swarm and zerg. Everybody's done with the ammos. Yeah, so I'm going to auto stock. What is this? Auto logic is 6, restock is 5. So 6, 5. And I'm going to, when these all get back, I'm going to jump them to Earth. I think that's all of them. And go to this, and then have them all come here so that I have a place to stage, so that they're not clogging up the system. Build. Carbon. I doubt it's going to give me something so reasonable, but like, also we went from circuits to carbon ingot. That seems like not Like these requests are a little too, in my opinion, a little too random. Like what they ask for, um, because sometimes you'll get like a really lucky on a string, but it's essentially like you're rolling the dice on how crappy their request is going to be. And I really don't like how random that is, because it makes it feel more luck based than it should, for especially for a game of in this genre. So now that we have a bunch of gunboats, Earth, 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 Mars, 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 Mars. The real question is this going to be effective enough? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save hard start 2, and we are going to go pick a fight and see if that's a horrible idea. So right now they are not mad at me at all. And I'm mostly seeing if I can push them out with it not being without it being like the end of the world. So I'm going to make sure that I'm paused. I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't find that I'm going to put these two here. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to have you local jump here. I'm going to local jump this to the other side so that it can still be useful, but I also don't want to lose the ship. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to target. Oh my god, the accuracy on these low shells is rough. I might have to like jump. No, I want to local jump there, local jump there, local jump there, local jump. I'm going to put it on the other side so that I can see all of those. Okay, and we're just gonna see if that putting the ship just a little bit closer gives me a bit of a, there we go, okay. Oh, it's like a noodle fight. Let that run What is my next shell? What does it require? Silicon, which I can't get until I push them out of here. That's starting to get a little too close to for my comfort. And I'm definitely chewing through that ammo way more than I thought I was going to. I did not think that 40 shots was going to be, and I've lost a ship. I did not think that 40 shots was going to be a problem. Okay, sector jump. We're going to jump that out. We're going to jump. The ship's fine. It's got a couple more shots. It does mean that I'm going to jump in a couple more gunboats. Oh, I was not expecting to not be able to get through the armor. That was not on my what I thought was going to happen. Local jump. Local jump. Local jump. I should really manually target these because... Oh, I got through the ammo on that. Sweet. What do they have in here? Electrical steel shell. I don't know if you can use the ammo if you capture. I don't actually know. I don't know if you can use the ammo if you capture the system. Let's give it a go. I've never tried it. I am saved, so jump to sector. Oh no. Never mind. I assume I can't capture. Yeah, as long as it has turrets, you can't capture. So. Cool, that's that turret. Okay, this has no ammo, so I'm going to jump that out of the sector. That has no ammo. Jump. Jump. Oh man, that was rough. They don't seem to want to counterattack me. We'll see if they counterattack. If they don't counterattack because of these outposts, this is going to be a lot more viable than I thought. auto logic, auto builder, jump to sector, jump to sector, jump to sector. Get this out of here. Actually, claim. So that solves one of my problems. So far, they are not at war with me. So I might just be able to slowly push them out of these systems, and then out of this, and then eventually I will need to fight them because I can only get up to 50 in research. But I might be able to be careful about the research and take on green with lower research. So I'm going to save this here. Hard start 3. And I will play this with this again a little bit later. I hope that you have found this useful, and I'll talk to you later.